spinny, spin. Me. How you doing? This is my daily vlog. I'm New Zealand's only daily vlogger. And I have a beard. I'm going 183 days based on how many people died in Christchurch earthquakes. So please link down below. I would wish you to donate. Now today, I'm going to talk about fundamental changes that can happen to someone. I was watching a Zeitgeist related video, and it was a radio announcement, because Zeitgeist do a lot of radio podcasts, and I was just listening to this based on a subscriber that uploads them sometimes, and he was talking about competition, and competition, how it can be detrimental to society. Now I can understand that within the monetary policy, within the monetary system, competition makes us go out there and try to beat each other, try to, I got to be richer than that person, and resources become scarce, and scarcity is based on a lot of times implied scarcity, in which creates more competition and so forth like that. So let's see, this guy went on and started talking about this one guy. I think his name was his name? Alfie Kohn, or Cohen. Anyway, he's got some books ranging from the early 90s, mid-80s to about now, and one of them they're about competition, and he's an educationer in America, but just the basic things that this guy was talking about. It wasn't this Alfie Kohn, but he was talking about some things within the book. I then went and looked at some of the things in the book. I don't know much about it as such yet, but it just goes, from what I understand, it goes into the implications of competition and how competition can be detrimental to us. Now, I'm one at the moment that I'm looking for things and trying to challenge the way I see the world based on the way that society sees the world. And society sees the world based on the zeitgeist, which is we have a collective understanding of, hey, this is how it is because this is how it is. However, we don't actually go out there and try to challenge why is it this way. And that's where the Zeitgeist movement is trying to do. It's challenging the way social policy is actually set. Now, the thing that I have a problem here with the competition is not that I have a problem with it. I will look into these books because I want to challenge myself here. The thing is, because I'm going to challenge myself, I have brought myself up. I have a background within competition. Sport was my first passion. I was a national junior decathlon champion some years back now, and I had a sports coaching business, and from that sports coaching business, the idea is to create champions, and it is based through competition. And competition is that's what makes the world go round. And I still have a belief now that, and I mentioned this I think yesterday or the day before, about sport, how we should be, instead of going to wars, we should be focusing on competitive sport. We should be going against each other in sport, but that's still competition. And the wars are competition, just in a different level, a different atmosphere. Just as companies, as a competition against other people. So we're all based on competition, because that's the society we've been brought up in. So, but I can understand. So this is where I'm struggling. I can see it from the point of view of war over resources, and that's bad. I can see it from the point of view of corporate interests, where greed can come in, and that's bad. And then it's like, well, sport. So that's where I want to go and look at this book and go, okay, so see where this guy's coming from, and when I get the book, I'll go and get it interloaned through the library, and see what that does, how that challenges the way I believe sport is, and whether we should still have competition. Now, just going from this, let's just take if a resource-based economy was to happen. We had a world where science was dictating, forcing, or just it's in those words, is leading the way, is deciding the decisions based on the best application or best policy there is, best outcome, and people have everything they need because they don't have such as employment to make money, because they don't need to. I'll have a chance hand. You got time on your hands, so you go out and you do leisure activities. So in this world where, from those other aspects, competition has been eliminated, is competition within sport still part of people's lives? Or is that going to be shown as not to being a healthy thing? So, I don't know. I'm just throwing up the question. Hey, as I always do, when I do my videos, I don't go out looking for answers, or actually I do. I look for answers. I pose questions, and a lot of people they give me back answers, but really, I'm just posing questions that I probably already know the answers to, and half the time I do. I'm just posing the questions, trying to make other people think about things. And if I don't, I'll say, hey, I don't know this. The thing is, we always believe we know stuff, and then because the basic thing, I can't remember what it was called. Was it Johari window? You know what you know what you don't know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know, or those kind of things. So, I'm always looking for the I don't know what I don't know, or we don't know what we don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, that'll do me. I'm rambling, as I always do. Remember Building 7. See you. Spinny, spin, 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 spin.